Hello everyone, welcome. This is Beth with Pearl Treasure Designs here once again, and we have some amazing collaborations for you today. But we're going to get into that a little bit later and introduce to you all of the hosts and co-hosts later on in the video. So let's go ahead and head to the craft room and see what's cooking. DIY number 1. My recreation inspiration is making a banister light pole. Now the idea came from the amazing Crafty Art Shack, yes, Charlene, but I did help. We decided to go to Eco Relics and get these amazing banister poles, and we decided that we like the color red since our booth is basically farmhouse chic. So this fit very well with the farmhouse theme. And once we decided to install them, we did have L brackets that we had lined onto the square end of the posts and secured them in place over the headers and over some furniture that we had in place in our booth. And you'll get to see that at the final reveal. We decided to use these single lights and these canister lights, and you'll get to see where we place them around our booth if you look at the top rail of our booth. And I'm going to give you some up close during the final reveal. So here we are over on that top piece. You can see that we have a red pole with a single light. I did want to mention Eco Relics because I absolutely love the wood that I pick up from this store. Steve, the manager over there, is fantastic. The staff is always so helpful. So if you're in Jacksonville, please be sure to check them out and tell them Beth from Pearl Treasure Design sent you. Here's the contact information for Eco Relics. Please be sure to see Steve, the manager. I hope you enjoy the store as much as I do. And welcome to Recreation Inspiration with our host, Crafty Art Shack, 6 Kids and a Glue Gun, and our guest host this month is ladyredcrafting. Be sure to check out each of the links of their channels in my description box, and go ahead and watch the playlist. We have some amazing ideas this month. DIY number 2. And this is our second recreation inspiration. Hey, Charlene! Yes, it was her idea. I had some of these pumpkins left over from my daughter's wedding, and I am trying to figure out how this lace might work. So I decided that if I put it on its end, then I could stitch it up one end and gather it for the bottom. And then I can stitch up the side and still have plenty of lace for the top that I want to make. Now I'm going to put this in fast motion so you can see the process without having to watch me make every single stitch. You will get the idea, and if you have questions, leave me a comment. What I'm doing here is stitching up the bottom with a slip stitch, just over and under, and I'm going to draw that tight to create a cinch at the bottom, and then I'm going to attach both of the ends together on the inseam and place the pumpkin inside of it once the bottom is cinched. So here I have it cinched already, and now I am stitching the edges up so that I will have something like a bag, and then I can put the pumpkin, just slip it right on in there, and then finish with my embellishments. You can see I've gathered it up around the pumpkin, and I am taking a zip tie and I'm pushing it down as much as I can to get the stems and the gems that I already had on the pumpkin showing. And then you'll get to see a little bit more in just a second here. I decided I wanted to try and make a bow and see if it would work with this pumpkin. And I will let you see that, more of that in a bit. So what I am doing now is I'm going around each of the spaces of the pumpkin and I'm tying these linen rag strips around the pumpkin and creating some long tassels or accents to go around the pumpkin as well. So you'll get to see more of this at the final reveal. DIY number 3. This is my inspiration recreation idea. I used it as a template to make these composite pieces, fence pieces or pumpkin pieces, okay? And I used the Waverly pumpkin color on one, and then I basically did an airbrush over another one and painted the largest two the plaster Waverly chalk paint, and I gave them each 2 coats. And the Waverly plaster chalk paint I also painted on the back once I had this all together. But you'll get to see more of this as the video plays on. Now once these dried, I did get the Rapid Fuse adhesive out and I started to put these together. I did want them to stand, so I'm going to tap them down and then place the adhesive on them. So that's the Rapid Fuse adhesive that I tried to use, and I could not get the container open. So I ended up having to use a couple of wrenches to open the cap. Oy vey. So that was a bit of a struggle. Sorry guys, you had to suffer through it with me. Now that I have the adhesive on there, I am going to clamp them together so that they stay attached due to the uneven working space of putting these together. So the clamps are going to go in place. Y'all, when I put this together, you just watch this clip, okay? The clamp. And boom! There it goes. That scared the bejeebers out of me. Now y'all, do not laugh at me. I had a bit of a situation. The pieces didn't stay together as like I had planned. So you'll get to see more of this in just a second. Okay, here I thought I was being smart. No, don't hold on to it or nothing, Beth Ann. Just knock them all over the place. That's what I just did. So I was using a 3/16 inch drill bit on that to house the dowels for the pumpkin stems. Honestly, I just don't know what I was thinking. I mean, my brain just got up and went home. It was crazy. I'm just having a day. And here I'm out of frame, but I guess you can see the shadow of what I was doing and then my mistake. You gotta love it. The final reveal. Thanks for watching, everyone. I do have a couple of things to ask of you. If you could please hit that like button and then share it with all your friends. And if you could, leave me a comment. It really helps push that algorithm forward and helps my channel out tremendously. And again, thanks for all your support. But wait for the next video, so we'll see you later.